Do I want to work out? Not really, but I know that I should. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This channel is all about helping really driven and ambitious women improve their wellness and personal development so they can live happier, more fulfilling lives. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to consistently work out at home. So if you're finally ready to get consistent with your workouts, then this video is for you. I'll be sharing 3 fitness mindset tips for beginners that you can start implementing immediately. Let's get into it. So we'll be discussing fitness mindset tips because the way that you think about and approach working out is really important for being able to be consistent with it in the long term. Let's be real, motivation will only take you so far and is really just a short-term strategy, but motivation isn't something that you can reliably lean upon when you're thinking about being consistent with your workouts in the long term. So in order to be consistent with your workouts in the long term, you're going to have to make physical activity and movement in general a habit. So that's really the only way that you're going to have sustainable, lasting change when it comes to working out. Once you've made working out a habit, it's really one less thing that you have to put a lot of thought and mental energy into. It's integrated into your lifestyle. You're not having, a mental debate with yourself, going back and forth. Do I want to work out? Not really, but I know that I should. The first mindset tip on how to consistently work out from home is to value consistency over intensity. You want to focus on consistency when you are first building and establishing the habit of working out, when you can focus on intensity much later once the habit is established and it's a part of your routine. A lot of these concepts that I'm discussing come from the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. So in the book, James talks about this concept of how our identity or how we view ourselves and our beliefs relate to our habits. Habits are behaviors that we do on such a regular basis that they become automatic and we don't really have to put a lot of thought into it. So our habits are one of the ways that we embody our identity. So the importance of establishing working out as a habit is that working out then becomes a way that you are embodying your identity and your beliefs that your health and wellness is important to you. Working out consistently, even if it's just a small amount of activity, but the act of showing up for yourself in this way provides evidence. Like you now have proof that your health and well-being is a priority to you. You're making time for it. It's something that you're doing and working towards regularly. So one way to be consistent with the habit of working out is to make it super easy to do. So when you're thinking about establishing the habit of working out, I want you to ask yourself, what's the easiest version of this activity that I can do? So if you find a workout online that you want to do, and let's say it's 45 minutes long, and you haven't established the habit of working out just yet, what's the easiest version of that you can do? Can you commit to the first 5 minutes of the workout? Committing to the first 5 minutes will make it so that starting is easy. Doing 5 minutes seems doable. It doesn't seem like this huge leap that you're taking. And that's super important, that it's easy to do. So in the book Atomic Habits, James talks about this concept of the 2-minute rule. And he says that when you first start any new habit, it should take you less than 2 minutes to do it. So that's, a little way to measure when you're first starting a habit. Are you aiming too high? Do you need to break it down and make it smaller? Start small and then build up. You can't improve a habit that you haven't established and mastered yet. So a common, mistake that I see and hear from people is having an all or nothing mindset when it comes to working out. So for example, if they planned on doing a 30-minute workout and let's say they now only have 15 minutes to do it, they may think, it's not really worth my time to just do 15 minutes when I wanted to do 30. I'll just wait and do the workout another day. When in fact, showing up for yourself and still doing those 10 or 15 minutes is valuable because you're being consistent in showing up for yourself. You're putting in the repetition that's required to establish a habit. And showing up for yourself again helps reinforce the identity and the belief that your health and your wellness is a priority to you. So just remember, you can't improve a habit that doesn't exist yet. So start super small and you can always improve later. So the next mindset tip on how to work out consistently at home is to do movement that you actually enjoy. Y'all, this one is so important. I cannot emphasize this enough. Doing activity that you actually enjoy is a huge component in being consistent with it in the long term. I mean, just thinking about it from a very practical standpoint, we really shouldn't be surprised when we can't be consistent with, say, running several times a week when we actually hate it. We need to choose an activity that you actually enjoy and even look forward to doing in some capacity. So when you're doing movement or some type of physical activity that you enjoy, you're tapping into your intrinsic motivation, meaning that you are getting some type of reward or pleasure from doing the activity itself and not really focused on anything external. So you're not focusing on really the result that the workout is going to give you in the long run. You're really just enjoying the activity for what it is. Because I think this is a common pitfall that a lot of us can get into, especially with working out, is that we become so focused on the end goal that we may have. So you can take having a weight loss goal as an example of this. If your goal is to lose weight and physical activity is part of what's going to help you get there, if we become so laser focused on the number on the scale, what the scale says, it can be so disappointing and so frustrating when the numbers don't change as quickly as you would like. But when you're actually doing activity that you enjoy and it doesn't feel like a burden to do, that's when you can really enjoy the process and allow the results to come in time. So if you don't currently have a type of movement or physical activity that you actually like, I want to encourage you to continue to explore, try new things. There are endless amount of workouts here on YouTube. So I encourage you to explore and find something that you can do from home that you actually enjoy doing, that's not a burden and you don't dread doing it, and watch what difference that makes in being able to do the workout consistently. To know me is to know that I absolutely love doing dance fitness workouts, and I also enjoy Pilates, yoga, and other, low impact activities like that. So leave me a comment down below. What's your favorite way to be active? So the next mindset tip for working out consistently at home is to create a starting ritual. For most of us, the hardest part of any workout is simply getting started. So by creating an uplifting ritual for getting started, it helps you overcome that initial hump of starting the workout. So as a beginner, your focus should be on getting into the flow of starting your workouts. Focus on starting, make that a habit, and then build on from there. So your starting ritual should be something fun and that's going to motivate you to get started. So for me, music absolutely does it for me. So let's say if I'm working at home for the day, after I log out, close my laptop, my starting ritual is putting on some music, maybe some Afro beats, as I get changed into my workout clothes. Doing that allows, the process of getting ready for the workout to feel light and to feel fun and enjoyable, and just puts me in the right headspace to get started with my workout. Let's say if you're, working in an office and you're commuting back home, once you get home, create your starting ritual for your workout. Do whatever you need to do to get yourself pumped up, to feel motivated, to feel good about starting your workout. Doing the same routine, having the same starting ritual will help create consistency and help you build that habit of starting your workouts. Having this uplifting starting ritual will help you have a positive experience around physical activity as a whole, which is really important that you associate the habit of working out with having fun, just having a positive experience all around. A quote that I like from Atomic Habits is, "Habits are attractive when we associate them with positive feelings, and they're unattractive when we associate them with negative feelings." So it's important that you have an enjoyable and a positive experience around all of the aspects of physical activity in order to build that habit and have it be something positive, is something that you want to do on a regular basis. So if you think about your starting ritual as something that, puts you in a good mood and motivates you, combined with doing an activity that you actually enjoy, both of those combined just makes for an overall positive, uplifting experience. Now, at this point in the video, you've learned 3 fitness mindset tips to help you work out consistently at home. One of the great benefits of working out consistently is getting better sleep, something that we could all use more of. So while you wait for next week's video, make sure you check out this video here on the screen on how to get better sleep. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you found it helpful, you're welcome to subscribe so you don't miss my new uploads. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay true to you. You can live happier, more okay. So the beauty about making physical activity